If you've been with Scouts for a while, I'll bet you've come across many people who don't quite get it. Some people think Scouting is just doing stuff in a hall, outdoor fun and games, climbing mountains and earning badges. Truth is, Scouting is that and much more. That is what this video is all about. One program, one journey, and it's different for everyone.
The purpose of the Scout movement is to contribute to the education of young people in achieving their full physical, intellectual, emotional, social and spiritual potentials as individuals, as responsible citizens and as members of their local, national and international communities. It's education for life, non-formal education, so we can create a better world.
Every person involved in Scouting, Joey Scout, Cub Scout, Scout, Venturer Scout or Rover Scout, is encouraged to find their own goals within our framework. Scouting is different for everyone.
So I think for me, the cool thing is especially as a leader, finding the groups that are not your typical traditional Scouts. They run so differently, but it's so much fun. And it's really cool working with the kids in a different way where we can actually follow their interests and do the activities that actually they care about.
Central to it all, the Scout method. Community involvement, learning by doing, nature in the outdoors, the patrol system, personal progression, promise and law, our symbolic framework, youth leading and adult supporting. We're one program, one journey for all.
Scouting has been around for ages, so what's new? Well, Scouting is changing for the better. And before we talk about how, we're going to talk about why. In times gone by, Scouting in Australia has strayed from the mission and purpose that we've just talked about. Our membership numbers saw a dip. Programs across the age ranges started to disconnect from each other. For a lot of young people, there was no unified experience, nothing to tie it all together, and crucially, few opportunities to lead. We were great at recruiting, but our young people weren't getting what they wanted or what they were expecting. We lost people. So what do we do about it? Lots and lots of research to start with. We set out on a national youth program review. This took years of following and interviewing hundreds of people, consulting thousands within and outside of Scouting.
In one of our many focus groups, a young person told us how their experience with Scouting was inconsistent. One week, they'd have a great time outdoors on their patrol, but the next they'd be in a Scout hall, tying knot after knot without knowing why or what for.
After so many stories like these, we realised things needed to change. For Scouting to deliver on its promise, we would need to ensure a cohesive experience. One program, one journey, for young people aged 5 to 25. 4 key themes came out of our conversations. For Scouting to truly engage and empower young people, activities would need to be adventurous, fun, challenging, and inclusive. These 4 words mean everything to this new era of Scouting. They're relevant across the board, from meetings to ceremonies to group councils. They're how we ensure we put young people front and centre and empower them to be the best versions of themselves.
We should always check that all we do in Scouting is adventurous, fun, challenging and inclusive for every individual. As an organisation that values learning, we recognise that the best learning happens when you're having fun, when you're challenged to try new things, to go further, be brave and go beyond your comfort zone. Each time you plan, do and review so you can grow and learn from the experience.
And we strive to ensure our programs are accessible and inclusive for everyone who wants to participate.
To me, adventure means taking risks and trying new things.
Get out of your comfort zone and doing brand new things. Like a lot of kids here and my teammates have adventured out of their comfort zones to learn more skills and be able to do the fun stuff we do here.
It means going outside your comfort zone and trying something that you never thought you could do before.
Doing things and trying to help other people do it as well, step out of their comfort zone as well.
When we talk about adventure, it's easy to think only of physical adventure, climbs, heights and flights. Maybe a sense of risk or danger. Sure, getting lost in the bush and having to find your way back is an adventure. but it's not the only type of adventure there is.
Your adventure can be social, physical, intellectual, emotional, or spiritual. An adventure is anything that takes you on a journey outside of your comfort zone, somewhere where you can discover more about who you are. How do we keep adventure relevant to seemingly unadventurous activities like tying knots? It's simple, see the bigger picture. These knots are going to help you with your rock climbing and your sailing. They're part of the adventure, see?
And the best part, we do it together, sharing responsibilities and taking on different roles so that the adventure meets the needs of every individual.
I've learned how to challenge myself and how to communicate with each other, with others, and try new things.
I've learned how to work as a team with other people and to communicate with multiple people from different areas.
Overcoming my fears, because I've been pushing myself to do better and just generally working harder at Scout.
There are lots of ways to have fun, but if you're a Scout, the way you have fun will also help you be a better leader and ultimately to be your best self.
Fun isn't just an outcome, it's an approach. It's a way of doing things, maybe on your own, more often than not with others. Fun usually happens when you're with your mates. A conversation can even be fun if you make someone smile. A ceremony, playing a program, learning something new, even cleaning the dishes. These can be just as much fun as any game because in doing the task, you're building camaraderie, community, and all-round good feels.
One more time, fun isn't what you do, it's how you do it and who you do it with.
I think what challenging means to me is like hard, and like when I accomplish it, I'll feel good.
The most challenging thing I think I've done so far was probably a self-belay on the abseiling. You just got to have a knot certain tight and you got to go quite slow so you don't burn your hands off.
We've just been paddleboarding and kayaking around Lake Nagambie. And one of the hardest things was probably standing up and keeping on the board.
It would like fold into like a sandwich.
Like I just could not balance. It was like, whoa.
If something is challenging, it takes you out of your comfort zone. Not too far, mind you. You want your activity to be challenging enough to push you and help you grow. Not so challenging that it stops being fun.
You don't start with skydiving if you're afraid of heights, but there's no rule that says you can't work your way up to it. Scouting is youth-led, adult-supported, so it's up to us to experiment and figure out where our comfort zones are, and to communicate how we'd like to be challenged. At the same time, it's up to the adults around us to connect with the young people, listen, respond, and help them find challenges that are just right for them.
Inclusive to these activities means me probably, well, my friend is right next to me, I'm here for her to support her. This is really fun and she wants to do it, but she's scared. So this is kind of me helping her out, and I'm including her in this wonderful experience. It's truly amazing and everyone should try it out.
Like to let everyone try new things and like try and push people to do more things than they haven't done right now.
So Scouts, like they include everyone and everything, and they always find a way around to an activity so everyone can do it. Might be a bit different, but it'll still be a lot of fun.
As we've said, Scouting describes a wide range of activities. It's a diverse experience, and since we're all different with varying interests and strengths, there are opportunities for everyone. It's about making mistakes, taking risks, and even assisting and leading on something we might not have even done before.
Inclusivity is about the individual experience. Everyone gets the chance to grow as a leader. We all pursue our personal bests. In one or another activity, I might be aiming for stage 4, where you aim for stage 6, just because that's where we're at. It's our journey and our best that contributes to our program, being inclusive. It's about problem solving and looking outside the box for ways to ensure the experiences can be tailored to meet all of our needs. It's about you, about me, and all about our team.
It's crucial that the program experience is just as valuable for the Scout aiming for a peak award as the Scout who just wants to engage in a regular unit program.
As leaders, our job is to build a safe space for Scouts to participate and explore according to their own individual wants and needs, and that we always consider the abilities, disabilities, and needs of all members in the unit.
Scouting is learning by doing.
Youth-led, adult-supported.
The Scout method.
Adventure.
Fun.
Challenging.
Inclusive.
One program, one journey, and it's different for everyone.